What is up? Good morning, Coffee Talk. Here we go. Let's get fired up, people. I am not even going to wait. I'm just going to go ahead and get it going. Right here, right now. 9 o'clock. I have been up. I have been working. I have been putting it all out there for you guys. Waiting. Who's with me this morning? Let's get it going. We're going to need a dance break here in a minute. What is up? What is up? Laura, good morning. Let's get this show going. Melissa, let's rock this. I'm so fired up, you have no idea. You have no idea. I'm just coming at you. Guys. What is up? What is up? Catherine, Laura, Melissa. All my amazing, amazing unicorns are here. What is up? What is up? I'm so fired up. You have no idea. Just have no idea. Have no idea. You just don't. You just don't. I just want this to be like an infection. An infection and an infusion. Like a transfusion. I want you guys to get it. I want you to get it. I want you to like feed off of me. Feed. I'm gonna crack open. Good morning. What? Bia. Woo. Give me some cheers here. Cheers. I got my equality hat on. I got my equality hat on. What is up, Lori? I totally don't even have my glasses. I can't even read. What up? You like my hat? I got my equality hat on. Girl. I think my friend's company is equalityapparel.com. Hold on. Let me look it up. I don't have my glasses on. Hold up. EQU. Equality. Papa. Pretty sure that's it. Equality Apparel. Hold on. The Equality Shop. The Equality Shop. What is up, Cheryl? Yes, there it is. TheEqualityShop.com. Let's see. Headwear. These are my girls. Yep. I don't even think it's on here anymore. Oh, there it is. There's one. Equality Heart Dad. I like that one. I was gay before it was cool. That's cute. I like that. I don't see it on here, but like you could send them a message. They're totally cool. And you tell them, you say, Lisa was wearing her camo equality hat. And I want one. And I'll totally bet $1, I bet you $1 that they'll totally hook you up. So, today's topic, like sometimes, like even yesterday, I got totally fired up and I was like really like spicy. And today again, I'm like even spicier, because the topic that I want to get into is, I saw a dripping rainbow paint equality sign. It was nice. I'd buy that in a hat. Show me. By the way, guys, I'm building out my store on my new website, LisaGaylordFitness.com. And I would love, not just don't tell me, oh, I like this t-shirt or I like this thing. But if you guys can send me like either a photograph or an exact, like, I love, like American Apparel or Bella. There are certain brands that I really dig. Like I love the quality of them, but I need to know the stock numbers so that I get the right. Like I love a tri-blend, so I'm doing a base t-shirt. Like I order men's medium. That's my shirt. I don't even have to look. If it's a tri-spun or a tri-blend, ring spun or a tri-blend, fabric. I kind of know what it is. There's like an American Apparel or alternative apparel. And American Apparel, you kind of get those. I don't know why they did that. No, actually, I know why they did that. But Alternative Apparel makes a line. It's a 3600. When you see that t-shirt or you see that number, when I'm building out the store, I go, hey, that's my shirt. I don't even have to question. I just have to put the print to fabric and I'm good to go. But on my girls, like my girls that wear certain things, I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm so not that girl. I don't really have like a, what up? I see PT Kelly and I always think PT Kelly. So I'm going to say PT Kelly. Bella Canvas 3001. Yeah. Okay, cool. So when you say Bella Canvas 3001, also like your size, a lot of you I know, but if you'll say, I'll actually, on the store, I'll have every size available because it's print on demand, but whatever. But again, if there's like a hat that you like, I'm pretty cool with hats. I know like this is a trucker. A trucker is different than a dad hat. If you guys don't know what a dad hat is, I should show you what a dad hat is. A dad hat is a softer top. They say it's like a girl hat kind of thing, but anyway, like if you guys have something that you like send me a picture or send me a stock number. Give me an idea of what it is and I'll totally hook it up and I'll put it on the site because I am creating right now. We are going all in. I'm kind of thinking like what I want on it. I look like a soccer mom in dad hats. Yeah, totally. It's yeah, I agree. Like I used to wear those because I thought like, because I have a little head. I have like a really small head. And I'd be like, why am I wearing a trucker hat? I look like I have like Frankenstein on my head. And then after a while I started wearing them and I'm like, I am the first person to tell you, and this goes with our topic today, I wear hats. I love hats. I have all kinds of hats. I've been wearing hats since I can freaking remember. Even as a kid, I was always wearing beanies and tucking my hair up but I always had hats. I have like fedoras. I have, paperboy hats. I have top hats. I have caps. I have beanies. I have trucker caps. And people always say to me, oh, because you have a face for a hat. And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that even mean? Like, so if you think you don't have a face for a hat, you're not going to wear the hat. When you really want to wear the hat, why don't you just freaking wear the hat? Wear the damn hat. Like when I was growing up, I was the third child, last child, right? That I know of, right? So in my household, I don't know if it's like your house, but my house, like I feel like I'm the big dummy in the house because everybody was so smart. Like my dad, like super like genius level smart. My mom, like genius level. My sister's actually Mensa. Like I'm not even joking, smart. Like, my mom would be in the kitchen cooking, and Jeopardy was on, and she just shout out answers. We'd be like, why are we living in this shithole when you could be, like, winning millions on Jeopardy? And she'd just be like, oh, whatever her limitations were, thinking that she couldn't be on Jeopardy. And I'm like, Mom, you're so damn smart. So damn smart. But I used to have to, like, get dressed. I'd have to get creative to get attention. I'd have to get really super creative. I'd be like, and I'd come out in my outfits, and I'd sing songs, and I'd do performances, and I never changed. I'm like, hey, it makes people laugh. It gets people excited. It gets people fired up. Because, like, if you all are the same, everybody's, like, in that, like, so, like, mundane. You're just mundane. Do you ever think like sometimes you're like, I just want to break out. I just love when that person is like that. Oh my God, I wish I could be like that. Just do it. Just do it. Just try it. And that's the funny part about doing things. When you do it for the first time, you might not feel so comfortable, or you might feel awkward, and you might feel like people are judging you, or you're like, oh my God, they think I'm really weird and I'm not going to fit in. I'm like, I live for weird. I live for not fit in. I live for don't do what everybody's doing. Like, let me see the trend. Oh, cool. I'll go the other way. Oh, everybody's dressing like that? Cool. I'll go the other way. I love this trend. This is my favorite. Because everybody thinks that everything's new. I'm on TikTok a lot. And if you guys aren't on TikTok, you gotta just check this shit out. It's the funniest thing ever. Like, if you really just want to, like, disconnect, like, certain parts of my day when I'm, like, really heavy and I'm really, like, in, like, work mode and, right? I, like, have to turn it off and I'll go to TikTok and I'll get to laughing or crying. Like, some things are emotional and, you know, and I break free of that. And there's some funny shit on TikTok. It's like some funny people. And then you see, like, people are now, like, girls are, like, putting little cuts in their eyebrows to distinguish. I'm like, dude, no. Like, whoa, no, really? Stop doing that. Stop following everybody. Now, I get it. If you see something you like and it's cool and it's fun and it's, like, hip, do that. Do that, right? Like, I don't know when the sagging pant thing started, but don't do that one. Just don't. That one you can just skip right over and be like, no, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I literally saw a guy at the grocery store, pants were sagging. And first of all, when people realize what the whole sagging pant thing is all about, and it's, if you don't know, I can tell you, but I see these guys with their pants and they're literally, the pants waistband is in the middle of their thigh. And their little booties are hanging out, or their big booties are hanging out, and their panties, and their little panties. And I'm like, bro, do you not know your panties are hanging out? Your little panties, your panties are hanging out. I can see your butt crack. I'm not sure if you think that's sexy. And I think there are people out there that think that sagging pants are either A, cool, or B, somehow sexy. I'm lost on that trend. What up, Joe D's in the house? Yeah, sagging pants to me are ignorant. Like, wow, that's how, like, fashion, like, I miss that card totally. Listen, I grew up with people doing some whack shit and wearing some whack shit. And I know I wore some whack shit. I was like that person. But I don't get the sagging pant thing. I don't get it. Yeah. I'm like, how do you run? Like, what happens when you fall down, right? Anyway, good morning, bitches. I'm super fired up. I'm having trouble with my hands. I don't have them back yet. They're super sore. I think like I'm getting feeling back. If y'all don't know, I did bilateral carpal tunnel surgery. And so the recovery is weird. It's like my forearms are sore now for some reason. And I haven't done anything. I can't really squeeze anything. I can't pinch. I can't pinch these fingers yet. Like, my brain is pushing it. Hold on. There. It's just weird. It's bizarre. Anyway, we are going to get on a topic today that I think all of you totally need to pay attention to. All right. First of all, our topic today is attachments and how they're holding you back from your goals. Attachments. I want to also invite you guys to either buy, download, steal, and get in your library. I have a library of material. I have books that I've had. When I move, I'm always like, pack the books. And my friends are like, why don't you just put it in Kindle? Or why don't you just get a reader? And I'm like, I physically have attachments to my books. My books are almost like black holes. And if you imagine that you go into a book. If you're like me, you'd like open a book and you're gonna go and sit and read, whether you're in bed or you have your favorite chair or you go out to the beach and read, or I don't know where you guys go in your reading world, but it's almost like, boom. I, as a child, read. We all read. Well, we grew up in a time when it was just not really like a big TV. TV was not a thing. TV was just not a thing. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, everyone. Bessie, good morning. But a lot of times, like, the book was actually a black hole. It was almost like, and if you guys are just listening to me, I'm taking my hands and I'm like, imaginarily opening a book, and you go in the book and get lost. I could get lost for hours in a book. And it was fun because it was also like my mom read a lot, my sister read a lot, and I read a lot. The boys in the house did not read. I don't think I've ever once saw my brother ever pick up a book, ever, or my dad, like weird. And my dad was really smart, but I think his reading was like different. It was more like, how do I make this bullet making machine better? And he was also very creative. He had like patents on things, so he was very smart, but not, I would never see him with a book. And he never drank alcohol, which is weird. Like, never. I never saw my father put alcohol to his face, ever, once. And my brother was just a dum-dum, so he didn't read, period, whatever. Anyway, so we would read collectively. The three of us would just read. I'd find my mom in her room reading, and we'd go in and I'd sit and read. And I love reading, and I love that passage of time, like where you're totally focused in that moment and drawn in. So books have that attachment of being able to kind of get lost in the world, you know, and magically transfer you to like different places in the world, you know, exploring different ideologies with other, you know, cultures and things like that. And I remember reading very deep, heavy books when I was young. And to this day, I still carry a lot of those books with me. But yeah, so those attachments that we have are either personal attachments. Sometimes we have emotional attachments. Sometimes we have physical attachments. Sometimes we have, Chris, I love it. I can't read online. Yeah, I love turning pages. Yeah, I think if you grow up reading, there's that, when you grow up reading and you're exposed to books, and I remember in school was always like a teacher, and I had a few teachers that read a lot. And I remember one teacher in particular, that Mrs. Davis. And Mrs. Davis was beautiful. Mrs. Davis was African American, and she was gorgeous, and she was so smart, and she was so refined, and she read to us like every day. I don't even remember what kind of teacher she was. I think she was our English teacher, elementary school, and I remember her like vividly. Then I think a lot of our teachers read because we didn't have internet, and we didn't have, you know, all the devices that we have now. So it was different. I think I totally appreciate being exposed to books. I listen to audio a lot. Like when I'm driving, especially and people don't even get this, but when I run, I know people listen to music, but because I've been a teacher and a trainer for so long, I can't listen to music because it makes me think about teaching. And I don't get inspired when I run. I listen to motivational speakers when I'm running, because I enjoy that like hype. So I'm like, yeah, it's like a coach's mindset. I love, you know, those very passionate, inspirational things. So today's topic about attachments are, and I want everyone to, if you don't have it, you need it. I want you to get it in paperback. I want you to get it in audio. But I need you guys to all start shifting mindset. I want your homework right now to be, if you haven't done it in a while, get it. I have a stack of cards that I use. It's Don Miguel, the Four Agreements. It's actually, there's 5, but I want you to start going back to the Four Agreements, because we are going to start breaking that book down. Coffee Talk also, I want to expand Coffee Talk into my library, my resources, my places of inspiration, and share with you guys so that you guys can also fill your books. Like, I have friends that have books, they read books that are just like romance novels, and I'm like, okay, you lost me there. Like, I love biography. I love like history. I want to know like what happened. Why are these people so crazy? Like, you know, like what happened? Yes, the Toltecs. I am not that God person. I think when people start talking and God this, God that, and you totally lose me, I'm like, no, like I never push my stuff. That's why I don't like people to push their stuff. I'm like, you keep your stuff over there. If that's how your brain works and that keeps you in a happy place and it keeps you a better person, rock on with that. But everybody has a different system in the world. And I believe we are brainwashed as children. I think we are programmed by the people that raise us. I think that we all have a lot of unraveling to do. When it comes to, you know, spirituality, I do not believe in supernatural because it's not science, but I believe that there's a lot of shit going on out there, you know, and our bodies reflect like our environment. And I want you guys to get up to a place where we can talk on the same level, talking about attachments, talking about the psychology of where we are. I think, hold on. The Four Agreements for me, when I was originally introduced to the Four Agreements, and I was young, this is years ago, I think it was when it first came out, and I remember getting the book and reading it, and it was way, 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 way back. Oh God, I don't even remember when this book was written. But let's see. I don't even know when it was written. Let me find out. Four Agreements. Let me see if there's a date on these. I don't know if there's a date. There's a date. I'll find it. Yeah. So if you guys don't have the Four Agreements, I'm gonna work through this next few weeks, this cycle, at least to the end of the month, on Four Agreements. And the basic premise on the Four Agreements is be impeccable with your word. 1997. Yeah. I thought it was earlier than that, but yeah, because I remember where I was living during 9/11, 2001, and I remember having that book, but I was so crazy with the book that I had little Post-its everywhere about the Four Agreements, and waking up I would see it, and going to eat I would see it, and walking in and out of my house I would see it, getting dressed I would see it, in the bathroom I would see it, putting on makeup I would see it, and it was just became a part of who I was. And in the beginning, when you start, like, the number one thing that changed my life more than anything was understanding, don't take anything personally. And then every relationship I ever had with anything that anyone ever said to me, especially now as a business coach, as a life coach, as a personal trainer, as a world-changing coach, when I read that, don't take anything personally, and it was just so simple. There's 4 letters, 4 words. Don't take anything personally. I was hyperventilating. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's exactly what I've been thinking all along. I'm like, what does your shit have to do with me? That's your stuff. And you need to get your stuff straightened out. And it seemed like every relationship I ever had was that people were trying to put their shit on me. People try to put their shit on you. And that's what happens. This is what happens now. Right? Don't make assumptions.